Battle in style.
It's showtime. It's showtime!
Battle Royale. Battle in style.
It's showtime!
Battle Royale. Battle in style.
It's showtime.
Battle Royale. Battle in style.
It's showtime.
Battle Royale. Battle in style.
It's showtime.
certain ones that the most have kind of a different way.
Now in this come a man called Sayan Kuti alongside yours truly, Big Gangzilla.
To pass myself, I just one day. I not be everybody worship money. I know they show myself, I just one day. I say, shey, you day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. Shey, you day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day.
As long as the sun will shine on the face of man, I don't see no guy can erase the plan. Some guy should have wise and understand what will be must be. We jump out on the road and we safely track and make it back in by the grace of. Some guy love talk but them face the back, what will be must be.
Normally not day, I no get time to chase now. I'm more happy, nobody like me, I can't shout. Too many people in the world, not enough souls to make humans. And everybody know this life no balance.
Some guy love feel like them think a game, them for no man while when them think with him. Them think them know, them just know the name, what will be must be.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here. Jamal! Oh, it's Pele!
Nepal definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Great ball, and he's in. Messi! Has fallen kindly here. Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. And now the breakaway. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's there to get it away. Taken back almost at once. Oh, this looks sharp. Passing is crisp and good effort from distance. Oh, he hit that sweetly. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice interception, well timed. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Nepal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's found a way through. Can he get on the end of this? Played in by Big header! Oh, he's hit the bar! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Yamal duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he
Has a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Yamal plays it short. Oh, shooting chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rudiger. And it's Neymar. Oh, that is a nice touch. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Here's chance for a shot! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Very good finish, but that back line could have dealt with it an awful lot better. I'm not sure what their plan was, but it's not coming off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter.
3 minutes at a time.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's Asa! And it sticks it away! Great vision. That looks a cracking ball. He's having a hit! And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Here we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Played with speed from back to front.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the lead now is 2. Oh, what has happened here? It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution in progress.
Shapes to... It's hit the upright. Neymar. It's Son Heung-min! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So he rises! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Pele, a probing pass. Howson gets across to intercept that. Oh, here we go. There's the shot! It's there! They're back within reach! An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Goes for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
He can get that clear. Oh, given away. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Son Heung-min ready to try one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Son Heung-min! He went for the curler. Van Basten under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Yamal, and he's on his way! Applies the finish! And he hits the net! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Could be danger here. Now then, the ball's come loose. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, the ball's come loose here. So that's it, it is all over. Well, what a game, unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Probing pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Nicely worked. Adams spots it and intercepts.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Van Dijk. It's a really well-measured ball. He has found the way through. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Basten. And this is Pele! Yamal! Oh, that was close. De Bruyne. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that looks a good ball through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Not the most accurate pass. There could be trouble here. Kukçu. And that's been won straight back. Conte spreads it out wide. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 6, De Bruyne. Coming on the field is...
And the action is back underway.
Ricky Point.
Nepal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Has a shot! And that is high.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Conte.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Yamal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Knocks it into space. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Looking tidy in possession here. He won't be happy with that one. Adams goes on a charge down the left. Ricky Puig can see things others simply cannot. De Jong gets rid without sophistication. Neymar does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now who's going to be first to this? No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And the shot! It's a goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now he's got space here. Now it's Messi. He is through here. And claimed it back swiftly. This looks promising. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Nepal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's tried one! Sticks it away! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
The goal scorer for Barcelona after 89 minutes is number 7, Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz. Substitutions taking place.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Aït-Nouri. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is lovely.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Messi, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Each block, please report to the
Your
start
final
room.
thoughts? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. It's Neymar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Van Dijk goes back to front. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's an imaginative pass. Now that's well seen too. Out to the left it goes. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Neymar. And that's a good ball. Shot a goal! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Spain have reclaimed it. Goretzka. Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pass somewhat off target. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on, and it's been shipped out wide. Van Basten. Now that looks a decent ball. Pele! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, such a clever touch. That's going to go a long way. And back to the goalkeeper. And it's Batistuta. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Azar. He's found a way through. Now, can they get him away? Schlotterbeck cuts it out. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Upamecano. Nicely weighted ball. Batistuta. And Batistuta! And that was very necessary. And he's been shifted off it. Vardiol goes on a charge down the left. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, no joy this time. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Hazard. Number 21, Van Basten.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 20,
Nepal
Mbappe.
have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And we have our very first corner. Alisson gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Searching pass is played there. Oh, just skips, big chance! Oh, that's just stunning!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Corner number 2 then. He rises! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Messi gets it away.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Quick look, then plays it in.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Back into the middle. Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options, for movement.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he finish? Deftly away. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Spain needed that. They really needed it.
On the field.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Number 13, Neymar. Number 17, Pele. Coming on the field.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Sunil Chetri.
Oh, no question, that's a foul.
22, Rafinha. Number 9, Phil Foden.
Fernandez. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Rafinha. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what has happened here?
Nepal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Very much into the last knockings. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Vardiol.
4 added minutes has been
That's a
indicated.
shade optimistic. Played into space, but that has not gone well.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly. That's just playing it safe and simple.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, smashing header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Desperate defending required here. Schlotterbeck gets it away. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.